Now it's time for some project economy news. The visitor industry in Hawaii is looking at a gradual but uneven recovery, according to the latest report by the University of Hawaii's Economic Research Organization. The upturn in tourism has not yet spilled over into the rest of the economy, and the slow global recovery could mean that visitor gains could get harder from here out. Now, joining us to talk about this report is the Executive Director of UHERO and UH Economics Professor Carl Bonham. Good morning, Carl, and thank you so much for joining us. So this report just came out, and it shows us some strong points for tourism, but has tourism really recovered yet?
It's really not a complete recovery. You could kind of say we're in the recovery room, and the doctor's going to release us. Maybe we'll look at the next 3, 4, 5 months and see how the winter season goes. Usually you see a slowdown in the fall, and we're expecting that. But we're seeing some really strong numbers here. You know, the summer, the interesting thing is that spending has actually surpassed its previous peak. So very good signs, but that's happening, because of heavy discounting. The reason we're getting the tourists here is we're still seeing heavy discounting from the hoteliers. Right.
So doesn't that kind of counteract things, and does that lead to job growth overall?
Well, we are seeing really pretty good job growth in the tourism-related sectors. So in particular, the retail trade sector, which obviously you and I take advantage of, but the tourism industry contributes a great deal to that. We're seeing job growth in retail, in food and beverages, in the hotel sector, anywhere from 2 to 5%. It's just that you're also seeing job losses in other areas of the economy, like state government, local government, finance, insurance, and real estate, so they're kind of balancing out right now.
It's been sort of a rally over the summer, which a lot of people in the tourism industry have been excited about, but what about long term? Can it be sustained?
Well, we think it can. The issue, obviously there's some concern about the slowing of the global economy, and the U.S. economy has slowed pretty markedly, down to below 2%, and the Japanese economy has slowed even more than that. But the nature of this recovery so far has really been associated with a rapid increase in airline lift. And the airlines are competing for space in Hawaii and giving very good deals, and the hotels are still holding their room rates low. So we think that in this environment we can continue this growth.
What about the people on the front line, the people who work in the hotels and in the industry itself? When are they going to start feeling the effects of recovery?
Well, the people who are working on the front line are beginning to feel it because they're busier, they're working harder, they may have their hours increased, and we're adding jobs in many of those sectors. But the broader economy, it's going to take some time. And really, we're looking at 2012, 2013 before we get back to the number of jobs statewide that we saw back in, say, 2006.
All right. And Carl, really quickly, you're going to be presenting more of this report today?
That's right. There's a conference today, the Hawaii Economic Association annual conference is being held at the Halekulani. The governor is speaking. I'm going to be talking about this forecast report in a little bit more detail. It starts at, I think, around 8 o'clock this morning.
All right. Carl Bonham, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank
it's
you.
Great to talk about a little good news in our economy. And if you'd like to see this interview and more of others, you can always go onto our website, kitv.com.